Welcome into a new Bulldog Blitz, everyone. It's time to head back to the ballpark now with baseball coming back into the frame. That means those gritty Diamond Dogs are returning to the Love Shack. But they will have a different look this year. One of the most decorated senior classes won't be saving the day this year. And now it's time for some returners to step in and get in the fire.
On paper, looks good and potential is there, but that don't win games for you. So I think our starting pitching will be the strength of our club, especially early on. We got some returners that have been in some high leverage games and situations. And, I think if you ask me what's a concern, and I like the guys we got behind the plate, but when you lose a guy like Corona, who's been a mainstay for 5 years, and that's no different than losing a quarterback that's been your starter for 5 years. And, those guys have got some big shoes to fill. And obviously, you lose production, a lot of run production with him and McConnell and Davis and Bates. And speaking of Bates, the back end of the ball game is kind of a concern. I like our guys, but last year we kind of had a good recipe of get the game to the 6, give it to Hupka, get to the 8, give it to Broderson, and then give it to Bates, and it was pretty much Katie bar the door. And that's the excitement. And I guess the anxiety that keeps coaches up at night is the unknown. I think going into last year, you kind of knew what you were getting with some of those guys, and now it's kind of the unknown of what they're going to be able to do. But again, we're not young, we're just new.
While it may not be time to hit the panic button just yet, the Diamond Dogs' first test will come soon enough, with Maine coming into town for the opening weekend series. And Coach Burrows is definitely not judging a book by its cover.
I know everybody's going to go back and look at their record last year, but, we started doing a deep dive into Maine yesterday, and they had 14 or 15 guys that were pretty much going to be everyday players that were hurt last year, didn't play. They got an arm that was a freshman All-American at 23. He missed the season last year. And just looking at their arms yesterday, they're real dudes, man. Don't look at what they did last year, because they did have a lot of pieces that didn't get to play. I can't even imagine 14 injuries of guys that are going to help you pretty much every day that doesn't get a chance to play. So I know they'll be chomping at the bit.
The first pitch for Friday night is set for 4 p.m. inside J.C. Love Field. For your Bulldog Blitz, I'm Jeremy Bryant.